Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show of the conciliatory round of the Devoid Summer Invitational. Derrick versus Jacob. Now, these two had mediocre at best, let's be honest, semifinal performances, but to show our appreciation and to, extend the tournament a little more, we are adding the conciliatory game. The league has decided on this to determine third place. Maybe this will be a future number one contenders match. Who knows? But the two competitors, Derrick and Jacob. James, thoughts about the match before we start?
Yeah. So before I get into the matchup, I just want to say, a big congrats to both players for making it as far as they did. They didn't exactly make it to the finals, but to get to the semis is pretty good for a tournament of this size. So congratulations to both of them, and hopefully, someone comes out of this with the bronze medal. As far as the matchup goes, this game is actually eerily similar to the finals matchup that's taking place because the finals is Ben versus Justin, if you haven't heard. And the story of that match is, Ben's more consistent and Justin's sort of a wild card. It's very similar with this because Derrick, I would say, second to Ben, is the most consistent player in the league. And Jacob, very much like Justin, is a very streaky player. He'll have very low scoring games and very high scoring games, and you never know what you're going to get when it comes to Jake. So it's eerily similar because you have someone that's consistent and someone else that's more of a streaky wild card sort of player. So I always love when two different styles of competitors clash against each other, and that's what's happening here.
And these are two veterans of the game. This is Derrick's 17th appearance of Devoid Entertainment. This is Jacob's 11th appearance. These two know the game very well. And to say that they are two titans of the industry may be a little hyperbole, but they have been around since day one, essentially. Jacob first appearing in Devoid Entertainment number 3. Derrick, of course, appearing in the first ever Devoid Entertainment alongside you, James. So these two have seen the game evolve, and with that, they have evolved their game.
Yes, and so what I will say along with that is Jacob and Derrick are both veterans. They both know the game, but more importantly, they know each other. They know each other and they know each other's play styles. This analysis I'm giving you, this is all, very baseline analysis. These guys know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes to this matchup, they're really going to be focusing a lot more on specific games because I think Derrick goes into this knowing that Jake is either going to have a really good game or a really bad game. And Jake goes into it knowing that Derrick probably isn't going to have a bad game, but Derrick probably won't have an insane game. He's going to have a very good, evenly paced game. So, both of these guys know each other very well. And that's what makes a matchup like this intriguing when you have two veterans, two wily veterans that just know the games inside and out at this point.
It's true. It's true. So, Derrick, of course, most losses in Devoid Entertainment history, but he's also played the most. He is the most played uh, professional of this game. So saying that he has the most losses isn't really that fair of a statement. But 5 wins. I mean, not too many people. Only Ben May has more wins than Derrick. Not even I, the champion, have more wins than him. I have 3.
I don't even know if I have one win. I may have one somewhere in the back of my memory, but to get five, to have to, if Derek wins, to have to count on the next hand,
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Right. And The thing is that Jacob has a victory over Derrick from the Christmas episode of last December. James, you were in that, so you know that Jacob does know how to play. I was in that, but I wouldn't say that I carried that game. I say that we shared the burden of having to play Devoid Entertainment, the Christmas edition.
Yeah, I remember that matchup very well, you know? And what I can remember is that you guys as a duo were pretty good, but Jake definitely performed better than I went, than I thought going into that matchup. You know, I definitely underestimated Jake, um, because at that point he wasn't a veteran, but at this point he's played so many games.
Right. At that point, he was the -5 in a whole game, Jacob. He was the lowest scoring. He was the I'm going to blow it. And though that is his moniker still today, I mean, you don't get invited into a tournament as prestigious as the Devoid Summer Invitational by just blowing it. I mean, he did win in the second game in season 2. He won against PWO member Brett in the first round. I mean, he really did prove himself this season. This season really is a whole new Jake, and you can tell because his win loss record is positive this season. His only loss coming to Ben May, who of course is the GOAT of Devoid Entertainment.
Yeah, and you know, I think this tournament has been great for everyone involved, the viewers, the participants, the competitors, anyone associated with it, for the main reason that it builds budding stars. It builds stars, and so we have new faces to sort of go up against the older ones. You know, when I think of Devoid Entertainment, I always think of Ben and Derek as sort of the top two that have been around for a while. But this tournament really proved that Jake and Justin are here to stay. They're not going to go away anytime soon. And I think even after this tournament's over, you'll find that perhaps Ben May actually has a little bit of competition when it comes to these games.
That's true. Now, looking at the points, I mean, Justin. Now looking at the points, Jacob does have a a little bit of a edge on Derrick as season 2 comes. Derrick's slipped a little bit in season 2 comparatively to the previous season. Do you think that could be a problem for him?
To be honest, yes. I think it could. And I rarely say that, but I think you know, season 2 has not treated Derek as kindly as he would have liked. So uh, I think that it could affect Derek because this season may have sort of made him question his standing in this league. Because, you know, entering the tournament, I'm sure he thought of himself as the number 2 guy, or even 1A and 1B with Ben May, and coming out of it, it certainly doesn't look that way anymore in the landscape of things. So I think Derek really needs to win this matchup, just as a bit of a confidence booster, to come out of a tournament and still have a chance afterwards.
That's a fair point. Now, James, I know that Derrick is your best friend and your faction member, but if you were having to choose between Jacob and Derrick for this, who would you have to pick?
So Derek is a part of the PWO, as am I, the founding members of the PWO. So I do have to disclaim that to the audience. But when it comes to this, I try to be as objective as possible. So when I try to pick who I think is going to win, I look at the point totals, I look at the averages, I look at everything from the past season, and as much as I would want to pick Derek, the numbers don't lie, and the numbers say Jake. Really, I mean, he has been better this season. He has really flourished during this tournament. He's been on a roll, made it all the way to the semifinals. I have a feeling that momentum is going to carry him through, and it's going to be Jake that gets the bronze medal. But that's not to say that Derrick can't. Derrick has a really good shot. He's just got to have a good game and hope that Jake doesn't have an amazing game.
Well, James, I'm going to have to disagree with you, and not because I'm legally obligated to. I'm going with Derrick for the sole purposes. I think Derrick has something to prove. I think Derrick went into this being a lower seed than he wanted to. I think losing to that 90s WrestlePod James really stung him a little bit. Still invited to the tournament, but I think that Derrick has something to prove. That Derrick says, no, I am 1B to Ben May's 1A. I am a GOAT of this. And I think that if Jacob wins, that we could see a tide shifting in Devoid Entertainment, where it's no longer Derrick and Ben. Maybe it's Ben, and then there's a bunch of B-tier players underneath Ben.
Yeah, that is what it's looking like. But as I said before, this tournament has really pushed out some new stars. It's very much like SmackDown of the 2003 era. You know, you just kind of had a lot of new stars coming up out of nowhere. That's what this tournament did for a lot of people. A lot of people really got to see how some of these competitors handled under the pressure, some of the consistency. And you know, Justin and Jake have really shown themselves to be legitimate competitors to be taken seriously in the future. Not that they weren't before, but they've definitely taken a step up with their performance in the tournament. So, you know, the numbers say Jake, but Derrick, you know, go ahead and prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong, Derrick.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Devoid Entertainment. Here's a promo package.
December 25th, 2020. A day that lives in the minds of all, some more than others. It was on that day where the Pink World Order's seemingly impenetrable armor developed a king. From that day, he vowed to never lose again. It started with a takeover, and as time went on, it turned sinister, until his virus reached upon others, tainting friendships forever to stake his claim as champion. With a dominant win in his round 1 performance, his fall from grace looked to be a fluke. But after round 2, his greatest foe returned to take what is his, leaving all in his dust.
It's Derrick.
Derrick looks upon the horizon to face his greatest rival in the sport and avenge his greatest defeat, the one that began his downfall. Standing in his way is the Cinderella story sweeping the nation, a veteran who turned losing into fun, and fun into a way of life. Since his historic tumble into uncharted territory, Jacob has been on a streak unlike anything ever seen before. A win over a former champion and even Kentucky's finest to hold the mantle of the biggest upset in league history. Will Jacob revert back to his winning ways, or will he return to an old form not seen since the dawn of the decade? It's Jacob versus Derrick, and it starts right now.
Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Anyways, thank you, James, for your hard work beforehand. So, this game is your co-main event, the undercard of the finals of the Devoid Summer Invitational. So we, of course, thank everybody who has participated and who has watched. This will hopefully become an annual thing. But introducing first, he is the number, it doesn't matter what seed you are, because the tournament's kind of over. It is the one and the only Jacob.
Hello. I would like to thank my mom for allowing me to be here tonight. It's truly an honor.
Well, now, Jacob, you got absolutely fucking demolished in your game against Ben May
Yes.
How do you think that you're going to respond to that?
Honestly, probably another really good railing tonight. So.
Fantastic. Now coming to the stage is somebody who is just a big old POS. You know what I mean? It's Derrick.
Pretty okay, sir.
Shit. Oh.
You know what? If it's a railing you're looking for, Jacob, it's a railing I'm gonna give you, because I am the rail master and I'm here to deliver a perfect game.
All right. As the rail master, you sure did get fucking obliterated in 2 different semifinals games. So why don't you just tell me why you think that you're even gonna stand a chance against my man Jacob?
Well, see, what I learned in becoming the rail master is that to rail, you have to get railed hard. And that's what happened when I got destroyed in those past 2 games. And you know what? Everyone needs a little adversity sometimes, I feel. In Devoid Entertainment, that's mine, and I'm going to conquer those losses tonight.
Well, Derrick, as you would say, that is the most top thing you have ever said. So let's get going. The first game, of course, is going to be the one, the only, the world famous Netflixpedia. In this game, obviously, I have to read a fucking statement, don't I?
You sure do.
Netflixpedia has gone through many stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, early Stage 3, Stage 5, and so forth. Through that, we've all learned something. Netflix are people too. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Well said.
Couldn't have
Amazing.
said it any better myself. Except I did. So how this game works is that I have concocted all of the descriptions for the following movies that I got from Barstool's random movie generator, and you, the audience, and those participating, both Jacob and Derrick, will have to guess what movie it is based on the description I give you. You, of course, will get 4 hints. That is year of release, genre, an actor who may or may not be in the movie, and a line that may or may not be in the movie. I, of course, saying may or may not because since it's off the top of my head, I have no idea really. And since this is Barstool's random movie generator, I really had no input. So let's begin Netflixpedia. Women play baseball, but also play themselves as drama makes their season in doubt after learning the war is ending and the men are to return.
Isn't this a Futurama episode?
If you want to write that down, you certainly can.
Can I get a year of release?
1992.
Can I get an actor/actress?
Madonna.
Ah.
Derrick.
Oh, I know what song you're talking about. This is obviously sports movie 1992 starring Madonna.
I went down a similar path. I said a Futurama episode from 1992, women's sports.
Those are both good guesses, but this is, of course, the classic A League of Their Own.
Oh.
Number 2. 2 cowboys pretend they're just friends and then fuck and fuck and fuck until one of them gets bored or something. We'll go to Jacob first.
At first, I thought it might be Toy Story, but now I'm thinking it might be Brokeback Mountain.
Derrick.
See, most people don't know that Toy Story is actually inspired by Brokeback Mountain.
I didn't know it came out like 10 years earlier. 20.
It's true that it is Brokeback Mountain. The next one. A political campaign turns dark as scandal after scandal interrupts the candidate's momentum heading into the election.
Are they all movies?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, can I get a year of release?
Sure. 1951.
Oh,
Not
not
even
what I thought it
close
was.
to the movie I thought you were going for.
Yeah.
I thought you were going for that that one with Will Ferrell and Zach.
I did
Galifianakis. Nice.
No, it is not The Campaign, because I wouldn't have said campaign.
Who is in this movie?
Who was a politician?
Let me tell you, who's in this movie. Old-timey prospectors in this movie. We will go to Derrick first.
So this is like The West Wing, but like in the 50s.
Jake?
I think it's Fired Up, my favorite movie.
No, this is, of course, the critically panned and never thought of Citizen Kane.
Oh, shit. That's like a movie. That's like a real movie.
Yeah, that's like... And you can see in the credits, it said Old Timey Prospector. You can see it's very faint. It's in a different font. Number 4. The titular family is banished from their town after trapping the townsfolk within the town due to climate change threats. We'll go to Jake first.
I'm going to guess the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, me and my brother saw this movie in theaters on opening week, and we were the only people there.
How? That was such a good movie.
I agree. The movie's great. I love it.
The movie is great. Unfortunately,
Oh,
it is that movie.
okay.
I was going to say, if there's another movie with that description, I'd be shocked.
Right, number 5. An internet-famous celebrity documents his world tour with his explicit songs and dance moves creating controversy.
When did this movie come out?
2016.
And who is in it?
That movie did come out in 2016.
Andy Samberg.
Oh, okay. I got
Oh,
you.
great. I've got no clue what this movie is. What's a line from the movie?
Fuck her like we fucked Bin Laden.
Yep, I know this movie.
Oh my god.
Jake.
I believe this is Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping.
What? I've never heard of that. All I wrote was definitely a Bieber parody.
Kind of. But Jake is right that it is Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stop Him.
It's a solid film.
Yeah, that apparently has more than an 82 rating, according to...
It's pretty funny.
It is funny, but I wouldn't say it's a good movie.
Oh, no.
Number 6. 5 friends play a playground game in their 40s, and one of them is really good at it, and the rest of them are sick of it.
Year of release?
2018.
Genre?
Would you believe that I said this is a comedy drama?
A comedy drama. A dramedy, if you would.
Yeah. A dramedy. A dromedary is actually a camel with one hump. And a dramedy is a drama comedy combination you might find on here on T Nick.
Okay.
We will go to Jacob first.
My best guess is the movie Tag.
Derrick.
I just guessed a movie with 5 kids. Is it?
Jacob was right. It's Tag.
Oh. That's a movie. That's a real movie.
That is a real movie. Yeah.
Yes.
They're not. Was that Jeremy Renner?
Yes.
Jerry Renner, Ed Helms, Hannibal Buress, John Hamm.
And it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
That's great.
I put biopic.
God damn it.
The next one. Proving to his father that he is worthy of returning home, our hero must battle the most treacherous villain of all, a human woman.
Wait.
Oh my god, I feel like you've used this before.
Well, could you repeat it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Fuck.
Proving to his father that he is worthy of returning home, our hero must battle the most treacherous villain of all, a human woman. There are hints, guys.
I was gonna say, can I get a year of release?
1997.
Can I get an actor?
James Woods, who is not me.
Jury's still out on that.
Fair enough. Well, we'll go to you first, Eric.
Oh, I have nothing written down.
Cool. We'll go to Jacob.
I was in the middle of writing Brokeback Mountain 2 Electric Boogaloo. But I imagine
they're actually pansexual for that one. No, this is actually Hercules.
Oh my god.
That's good.
And the final one of Netflixpedia. With an impeding housing crash during a financial crisis, hedge fund assholes try to screw the system that is screwing millions in their country.
Well, this isn't the obvious one, is it? What year did this come out?
2015.
Oh my god, it is the obvious one. Can I get an actor?
Steve Carell.
Oh, this is the obvious one.
Derrick?
It's I was about to write but Wolf of Wall Street?
Jake?
Oh wait. No. I wrote The Big Short.
Yeah, Derrick, it's The Big Short.
Oh. I only know one movie about money, so.
You were so confident.
Wolf of Wall Street is
Well, I heard a movie about money and it came out in 2015, and in my head I was like, oh yeah, that timeline matches up.
That's fair. That's very fair. So, at the end of round one, it is Jacob with 25 and Derrick with 10. So we enter the second game, which is everybody's legitimate favorite and nobody hates it at all. It's The Price is Whack.
Son of a bitch.
Everyone loves it. Jacob, come on.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, Jacob. Everyone
So,
loves it.
Of course, I have found 8 seemingly sort of unrelated items, but they're all related one-to-one. And I found them all on the popular e-commerce website, ebay.com. So what that means is that you're going to have to write down how much you think the seller is selling the item for it. But because this is eBay, it can be for a lot of money or for a little money. So that is up to you. The closest person without going over will get 5 points. And if you both go over, that person closest will get the so much coveted half a point. So let's begin The Price is Whack with our first item, which is, of course, Maggie Sotero and Midgley wedding gown, Micah Ivory size 18 beaded ruffle ball gown.
That's you. You're Micah.
Yeah, I'm Micah Ivory, yeah.
Did you just search Micah into eBay and see what comes up?
Sure did. Here it is. But, Derrick, how much?
I was going to say 10K, but I split it in half and said 5,000.
Jake?
I went 1-0 less. 500.
Well, you can find the Maggie Sotero and Midgley wedding gown, Micah Ivory size 18 beaded ruffle ball gown for $999.
God, this day is just getting worse.
Okay, Jacob could always blow it.
I'm ready to. Anytime.
Yeah,
The next
I'll
item.
20 points right now. That'll work.
The next item, 1981 Princess Diana wedding invitation set, including wedding cake.
Oh my god, I want to eat that wedding cake.
All right, we're going to go to Jacob first.
This time I said $5,000.
Okay. Maybe I'm not lowballing it. I said 10K.
Well, you can find 1981 Princess Diana wedding invitation set, including wedding cake, for $2,082.36.
We were both highballing it.
So, Jacob, you're getting that sweet half a point. Is that going to cost you? We'll find out as the game continues. But the game continues with our next item, which is BakeSense horizontal cake slicing machine / cake slicer for bakery automation.
What?
That's sick. I've been meaning to do some bakery automation recently.
The fuck is that?
It's the next item. It's something that cuts cake evenly and shit, We shall go with Derrick first.
I said 2,500.
2,500.
Yes.
Jake.
I'm just stealing Derek's answers at this point. I said 10,000.
Well, you can find Bake Sense horizontal cake slicing machine / cake slicer for bakery automation for $17,500.
I should get half a point for inspiring Jacob's answer.
Food truck, perfect for bakery, perfect condition.
Like a food truck?
Jake.
I'm guessing a hot and sweaty $20,000.
Derek.
I think it costs the exact same as the cake thing.
Well, you can find food truck, perfect for bakery, perfect condition for $22,000.
Bro.
Wow, I'm actually doing well today.
I am drowning.
The next item, a 1941 Dodge Power Wagon.
Oh, we're just doing this today.
Oh my god.
Who? That thing doesn't need that big a wheel.
We'll go to Derek first.
I said 5,100, and I tried to make the zeros look like wheels. I
Jake?
did a good job.
That was very cute, and I loved that. I said $40,000,
$40,000.
which I might be a little highballing.
You can find 1941 Dodge Power Wagon for $29,995.
Is this what getting points feels like?
Barely. The next item, antique horse-drawn wagon, farm high narrow wooden wheel, all original. So how much would you pay for just a wagon?
Fuck. You found some wild shit on eBay.
It was a late night. Jacob.
I said $200.
Derek.
I feel so off. I said 4,500. I don't know. Everything's been expensive this episode.
Jake, what did you say?
$200.
Well, you can find an antique horse-drawn wagon, farm, high narrow, wooden wheel, all original for $4,999.
Whoa! Wow.
The penultimate item, 2007 John Deere 700J LJP bulldozer, low hours, clean tractor. So is it a bulldozer? Is it a tractor? It doesn't matter. It's fucking yellow.
Oh, God.
We'll go to Jacob first.
I don't know how much construction equipment goes for, but I think it's very expensive. So I guess $140,000.
Derek.
So this is definitely the number I wrote. It might not look like it because I changed my mind in the middle, but $25K.
Well, you can find 2007 John Deere 700J LGP bulldozer, low hours, clean tractor for $62,999. Don't call it a comeback because Derek has 5 more points. The final item of the Price is Whack, 2007 Sea Ray 48 Sundancer.
Is it another car?
No, it's a boat. We'll go to Jake first.
$500,000.
$500,000 on the dot.
Yep, 500,000.
Derek.
Well, I hope I win just for being like a lot lower. I said 50K.
50K. Well, you can find the 2007 Sea Ray 48 Sundancer. I'm sorry, Jacob. For $499,800. For $499,850. I'm calling a comeback. But the scores are with Jacob with a 40.5, Derek with 30 points. So we enter the final game. Can't add to this.
Oh, this is a new one.
So, as we all know, celebrities need endorsements. How else are they going to make money? Actually work? So in this game, I have found 5 products that don't usually have celebrity endorsements, but this time they do have celebrity endorsements. These are all legitimate, too. I have not I don't have the skills, as we all know from The Price is Whack and Netflixpedia. I don't have the skills to Photoshop things in. So I have found all these. You will have to tell me who the actor is after I give you the brand. All right, makes sense? I'll not be putting that up on the screen because that is weird. Because these are all very normal brands. All right? These are also 5 points each. So it's anyone's game still. So the first one, Pringles. Who do you think sponsored Pringles?
Can I get a year of release?
I actually do know this one. I'm not going to tell you.
Can I get an actor?
That one.
Can I get something that was said?
Well, because you're in last place, we'll go with Derrick first.
Oh, I haven't written a name down yet.
Oh my god.
Danny DeVito is the name I'm writing down and was going to write down anyway.
Okay, I'll believe you. Jake?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. Let's take a look.
Oh, no Pringles.
I've got the fever.
Was that Brad Pitt?
That was Brad Pitt.
Okay, thank you for saying that because I was going to say I still don't know who's in this commercial.
It's Brad Pitt.
Sure.
The next item, is it what I think it is? Yes, it is. Coke.
The
Coca-Cola.
soda or the drug?
Coca-Cola.
Okay.
We will go to Jake first.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's my guess.
Derrick.
I actually know that this person's been in a Coke commercial. Santa.
Well, let's take a look.
You're reaching for the finish line.
You dig down deep, decide to find
You've really gotta want it.
the strength that you need.
That's right. It's Keanu Reeves.
Who?
It's Keanu Reeves there.
What?
Right?
Where?
He was the biker. He was the boy sitting down.
But he's like the same his entire life, and that didn't look like Keanu Reeves.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. But I will tell you, the next one, the SNES, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. We'll go with Derrick first.
I'm trying a new method where if I don't know what it is, I'm just going to write Shaq, and it's more likely to be right than not.
That is unbelievable because I also wrote Shaq.
Well, many people compare this man to Shaq, so let's find out.
When you decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling, when you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come, the games of Super Nintendo.
I know about this commercial too. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd.
Oh my god.
He is very Shaq-like, I will agree.
Yeah. Some might say that they're twins. I don't, but some do.
That's the modern version of that movie with what was it, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Junior.
Yes.
The next product, Winston cigarettes. All right, we will go to Jacob first.
I'm guessing everyone's favorite babysitter, Drake Bell.
So I know cigarette commercials aren't allowed to be a thing and haven't been allowed to be a thing for a while. So I went with an older actress, Winona Ryder.
Those are two good guesses. Let's find out.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay? How's about taking that? I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, there, Fred. Filter blend makes the big ace difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts.
Holy shit, that commercial gave me a headache.
Right, the Flintstones promoted commercials for cigarette companies, I guess.
So now I know my guess of Santa isn't actually far off in the realm of possibilities.
I guess. The last one, Microsoft Windows.
Oh, fuck me, man.
All right, we will go to Derrick first.
I can't win at this point, so I don't know. Fucking Shaq again, I guess.
Jake.
I said that one Native American who's sad about trash.
Equally good guesses. Let's find out.
Shoe Circus, quality shoes at discount prices. Why pay more? Bill Gates.
Jerry Seinfeld? Churro? I'm good. The left one's a little tight.
They'll stretch.
You sure it'll stretch? Is that your toe?
No.
What is it?
Leather?
Just wondering, are they ever going to come out with something that'll make our computers moist and chewy like cake so we could just eat them while we're working? If it's yes, give me a signal. Adjust your shorts. Oh, I knew it!
So if I had said Bill Gates, would you have given me points?
I do have down Bill Gates and Jerry Seinfeld. So as we enter our final scores, we have Derrick with 30. And your winner in third place of the Devoid Summer Invitational with 40.5 points is Jacob.
What? What? I didn't blow it?
You sure did not.
Man, I was excited to get railed today.
Hey, I have an offer for you. Ignore what's crossed out already here. It's a check just so I can get third place. It's to anyone who will take it to let me take your spot, and that spot is third place. And it's there's money. It's money.
There's money?
It's right there. It's money dollars. And I signed it right there. So you know it's real.
Whoa. I think I might have to accept that.
Alright, awesome. I'll just hand it to you over here.
I'm gonna keep that over here. Away from the camera.
All right.
But
Well,
I
think
definitely
the
have
next
it.
game has the lead commissioner, so we can talk to him about it in his intro. All right. Well, until next time, or I guess until 5 minutes from now, I've been me, you've been you, and we're out of here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm with PWO faction leader, James, and we've got quite the finals matchup between Ben and Justin today. So before we start, James, what are your thoughts about this game?
Yeah, so Ben versus Justin, you know, going into the finals, first off, I should just say that both Ben and Justin should give themselves credit. Ben and Justin should give themselves a lot of credit for making it this far, because it takes a lot of determination to make it to the finals. They've both had to win a lot of games to make it to this point. So I want to stress that even getting to the finals is a great accomplishment for both competitors. But as far as what I think about the game itself, you look at both players. Ben May, in my opinion, is like the Tom Brady of Devoid Entertainment. He's the GOAT. He is the undisputed greatest of all time, 6-time champion that had to retire so that someone else could get a chance at the title. And when it comes to Justin, Justin's a good competitor, but anyone against Ben May is going to be an underdog, in my opinion, going into it. But Justin has put up a very impressive series, I'd call it, in this Devoid Entertainment Summer Classic. He has exceeded, I think, all expectations of him going into this, even beating out Derrick at one point. So, you know, I would not have expected that. So Justin has sort of flown under the radar of a lot of the experts in this, but he's made it to the finals. He's a very streaky player, so he's got to hope for a big game because Ben May is about as consistent as they come.
Well said indeed. So let's break it down because these two have only matched up once before with Ben May coming out on top. So but these are titans, I would say, of the game.
Yes, 100%. Justin, with this Summer Classic, has solidified himself as one of the elite members in this community. He has defied the odds and made it to the finals. I would consider Justin a Titan at this point in the series. Ben may be the Titanest of Titans going into this, but yes, both of these competitors are strong. You can expect both of these guys to be on their game, have good knowledge. I would expect both of them to exceed at least 50 points, and I'm going to expect it goes down to the wire.
Good point. This is also a 5-round match. So this is quite the endeavor for them. Ben May hasn't been in a 5-round match in quite some time. Same with Justin. And so let's break down the stats. Justin making his sixth appearance on Devoid Entertainment with 3 wins and 2 losses. 2-1 in this season, only losing to me, which as the current champion, not too shabby. Wasn't close. And Ben May, this is his 11th appearance, 8 wins, 2 losses, 2-0 in the season. Of course, had that terrific run back in last summer, retired. Some might call him the true champion, disputing my reign, calling him the lineal champion. So if he wins again, he'll face me, and we'll have to unify that title.
Yes, so we'll have to see how the title unification goes, but yes, I would definitely say the point totals speak for themselves. You know, Ben is going to be a very consistent player. He's going to have sort of a steady way he goes about each round, but there are games where Justin will catch on fire, and his point totals sometimes get into the hundreds. So I am really excited to see how this match plays out and to see exactly what happens, especially because it's 5 rounds. You know, we talk about Devoid Entertainment. Most games are only 2 or 3 rounds, or 3 or 4 rounds. A 5-round game is almost unprecedented. So to see how these competitors can withstand the pressure for so long is going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, Justin had that incredible Netflix or Notflix round against you, James. So speak on that.
Yeah, so, you know, going into that, I actually thought I had a chance at beating him. You know, it was a very close, hard-fought game, but he is very obviously a man that knows his Netflix. I am very obviously a man that does not know my Netflix as well, but I'm not competing in this match. Justin is. So what I can say is that he will have a broad knowledge of movies in general, and Netflixopedia is definitely his strong suit going into this. So if I were him, I would probably prep on some of the other kinds of rounds, maybe the Price is Whack or whatever else might come up, because he's probably going to have the advantage over Ben in Netflixopedia, but Ben might have an advantage in almost any other category.
Right. I mean, Vegas odds are putting this at basically a pick 'em. I mean, these two averages are less than a point away. Justin with 61 and Ben May with 60.7. I mean, that's an unheard of in this sport. I'm surprised to see Vegas even putting up odds yet, even though it is day of. You would think that somebody would be the favorite, but really it could go either way. And that's what Vegas is telling us, is that we have no idea who could win because these are such close competitors in terms of knowledge about movies, about prices, about everything. I mean, there's a reason that these guys are in the finals. It's because they are the best of the best.
And I think the reason that Vegas is having a tough time with it too is because everything about this match is unprecedented. 5 rounds is unprecedented. Having 2 competitors in the finals whose point averages are so close together is unprecedented. If you were to simulate this game 100 times, you'd get 100 different results. You'd get a different result each time. So it's just really hard to predict a matchup like this because it's so unpredictable and there's so many factors that we have not seen yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, these two, of course, throughout the Devoid Summer Invitational, they both did very well, but something happened in game 2 to Justin where he got very low in point total. Do you think that could be a problem for him moving forward? Because Ben May, as we've seen, is just so consistent that you can't slip up for even one game, for even one round.
Now, I think it could be a problem, but do I think it will be a problem? No. I think Justin is really going to be on his A game when it comes to this matchup. Obviously, low point totals are something that plagues almost every competitor other than Ben in this kind of setting. So, it's normal that competitors have ups and downs. That's why we call them averages, But when it comes to Ben, he is going to be so consistent. Justin cannot afford to have a low point total. He's going to have an above average game. And I honestly expect that. I expect this to be a grueling, down to the wire matchup, but it's really going to come down to momentum and if Justin's got it or if he doesn't. Because Ben is going to be consistent. You know what's coming from Ben May, and it's tough to go up against. So Justin's the real wild card. I think this matchup is all on him.
So if you had to pick, who would you be picking for today, James?
If I had to pick, I have gone up against Justin, and he has beaten me. But if it's one thing I've learned in Devoid Entertainment, it's that you don't bet against Ben May. You just don't. He's so consistent. He's the GOAT, the 6-time champ last summer. I just think betting against him would be foolish in this kind of situation. I'm not saying Justin can't win. I'm not even necessarily saying he won't win, but I'm saying if you're going to bet on this, I wouldn't bet against Ben May.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, there's something about winning 8 times in a row, that kind of momentum. I mean, he retired, he came back, and he just carried on. It's not even like he took an L. He just kept on winning. And with such intensity, such ferocity, you can just tell that Ben May knows that title is his. He's come back with a vengeance to prove that he hasn't lost a step, that the game has not passed him, that he is still ahead of the game.
Well said.
Well, we'll see you on the other side. So let's get to that game. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the finals of the Devoid Summer Invitational. Now, of course, we have a promo package.
Magic versus Bird. Brady versus Manning. Ali versus Frazier. Legends of sport clash at only the biggest of events, when all the chips are on the table, when everything is to lose. Rarely do we see these athletes in the prime of their life battle for supremacy. Until tonight. In one corner, a former champion disgraced by his absence, beloved for his grace at the game. A man who played one game and left towards the horizon, thought to never play again. In his absence, the most dominant player in league history emerged, amassing a record 8 consecutive wins en route for the Hall of Fame and immortality. With dominant wins throughout the Invitational, only one can remain. Standing in each other's way, one must fall, but both will continue the legacy of champion. One will make their claim for the greatest of all time, and go head-to-head with a champion yet to defend his title. It's Justin versus Ben, and it starts right now.
Wow. Fantastic. Great voiceover work by me. Also, thank you, James, from before. So, these two titans of the industry, as we have just learned, very, very competitive. These are the two best that Devoid Entertainment has to offer. So let's bring them out first. Coming out now, the number 8th seed. Though some might argue he should be the number 1 seed, it is the commissioner of Devoid Entertainment himself, is Ben May.
That's right, everybody. The underdog, the person you'd never expect, here again, right where I belong. Love it, hate it, I have your attention. It's all that matters. We have the Baja sponsorship, we have the championship that I never lost, only retired with. I don't know if I'm 30-something, but I'm the oldest ride and I'm the longest line. And I am here to claim the finals as mine. And the loss is going to come with a bit of a Baja punch. Now I get paid for that. But the victory will taste oh so sweet and oh so bubbly.
Now, Mr. Commissioner, you have not lost in about a year. What does that do for your ego? What does that do for your confidence?
When you go on a streak, it just goes and it 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 never stops. Name me a streak that ever ended, specifically in 2014, maybe in the month of April. It doesn't happen. It just goes. And I am staying right where I belong because it's my God-given right. And if I lose, I don't know what will happen to the money.
Fair enough. We'll see you in a bit. And now, the number 2 seeded player in this tournament. He, though lost to me, is undefeated if you look at everything else. But can he figure out the commish? Let's bring him out. It's just.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said it yourself. Undefeated, not including you, but that doesn't count. It was exhibition anyway.
It was not exhibition. It was totally not exhibition.
It was exhibition. And, you know, that being said, not only undefeated, with an asterisk, but came out right of the gate. You know, very first appearance, very first win, even though I was probably an underdog because I was going up against 4 or 5 other competitors. All very stiff competition, I might add, including Derrick.
Right.
I let y'all know what I was all about right away.
So, nobody has yet to figure out the commish in over a year. What do you have in your tool bag that can defeat Mr. May?
Ooh, a magician never reveals his secrets. And I like to think I have a bit of magic up my sleeve at all times. So all I will say is, I think we've seen the commission long enough.
right. Justin, we'll see you soon, and we'll see you all in the actual competition, which is going to happen right now. Editing, am I right? Just nailed it. Absolutely. So, this is, of course, 5 rounds because this is a finals. You are going to both be playing for the championship, for the opportunity to face me to win this Devoid Entertainment Championship. So this is what you're playing for, with the odds being in your favor. As we enter the first game, of course, Netflipedia. So, in this game, I have created all the synopsis for random movies that were all chosen by Barstool's movie generator. All right? So these are all random to me. And they all have, they all have their own quirks. So, there are also hints, because this is so randomized. The hints are as follow. There are year of release, the genre, a line from the film, my rating of the movie, and an actor who may or may not play a prominent part in the movie. And I'm saying may or may not because, of course, these are all off the top of my head. So, whatever the random movie generator selected, that is what I had to go with. So, let's get movied. With the first one, a bachelor party weekend turns into a nightmare as crime lords, tattoos, and havoc wreck this friend group's good time. A little dancing from the Commish. A little dancing never hurts anybody. Let's go to him.
I feel pretty confident about this one. We're going to go with The Hangover.
Justin.
Some might say I'm copying. I just say I'm good. I also went with The Hangover.
Call Mike Tyson because it's a punch out. It is The Hangover. Mike Tyson also in this film did it, as himself. So, the second movie. After a devastating breakup, 2 now single people try to make each other jealous and find love in the process.
Can I get a year of release?
2009. We'll go with Justin first.
Wasn't sure, so my guess was Friends with Benefits. I know that's not right.
Ben.
This one's a classic. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It is, of course, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. 5 points going to the Commish as he takes an early lead in this finals matchup. As we go to our next movie, Grandpa reads to a sick kid about a royal wedding interrupted by whitewashed Zorro. We'll go with Ben first.
I just watched this movie with my girlfriend. We're going to go with The Princess Bride.
Justin.
Same here, fella. Princess Bride.
Well. We have ourselves a matchup. It is The Princess Bride. It is a really good movie.
It is.
I enjoy it very thoroughly. Number 4. A nuptial entertainer who is perpetually single finds love with a quirky nice girl. We'll go with Ben first.
Sorry. The Wedding Singer. Adam Sandler.
Justin.
An Adam Sandler classic. There aren't many. The Wedding Singer.
Whoa.
It is true that
there aren't many that are classics for being legitimately good.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it was The Wedding Singer, by the way. Number 4, or number 5, if you were paying attention. A child meets a melted pile of goo that's in the form of an alive being who likes one specific Hershey's product too much.
Can I get a year of release?
1982.
Can I get an actor?
Elijah Wood?
Okay.
We'll go with Justin first.
It's a stretch, but I went with Flubber.
Ben.
This is also a stretch, but not in the pun way. I went with Gremlins.
Both good guesses, but I was looking for E.T.
Okay. How is he goo?
How is he goo?
In the shape of being alive, because he's a puppet.
What?
Micah, you suck.
Micah, I'm calling a big old thumbs down on that one.
All right. I said in the beginning that they may or may not be accurate. Satire goes over the head of the audience as a big attraction turns into a problem for New York, but not for this woman.
Year of release, please.
1934.
Okay.
Would have been first.
King Kong.
Justin.
King Kong?
Is in fact the OG King Kong. A desolate and dystopian city is attempted to be saved by the corrupt police force's newest innovation, automation.
Year of release, please.
1984.
Okay.
We'll go with Ben first.
I'm going to say RoboCop.
Justin.
I'm also going to say RoboCop.
Nice.
Wow.
For in fact, it is, of course, RoboCop. Yeah. To the final synopsis. Select members of a spy company are invited by a British government to save a princess who has been trapped by a James Bond-esque villain.
Can I get a year of release?
2015.
Okay.
Can I get an actor in the movie?
Elton John.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll go with Justin first.
It would be Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Ben May.
Oh, I didn't put Golden Circle. I just put Kingsman Secret Service. Am I about to... All right. I accept it.
The movie in question. Kingsman, The Secret Service.
Elton John was in the first one?
It's the guy who plays him, but I don't know his name. The guy who plays Elton John in the Elton John movie is like the main character.
Taron Egerton.
What? Oh. Okay. I think that's kind of misleading because Elton John.
How is that misleading?
Because Elton John was actually in the second one.
I didn't know.
If you had just said Taron Egerton, I would have just said
I didn't know his name. It's off the top of my head.
Oh my!
You could have looked it up. You could have just Googled.
That's literally not the part of the game, Justin.
But you're the one making the questions. It doesn't matter if you do it. It only matters if we don't Google it.
Right. But the whole point of the game is that it's off the top of my head.
Okay.
Then we're gonna get copyrighted for that.
I don't even know. I'm not. It's not even a melody. I'll do. I'm Still Standing if that helps.
No, because we're gonna go to the scores after round one.
Yeah.
Which are Ben with 35 and Justin with 25. As we enter the second game, everyone's favorite, The Price is Whack. Obviously, everyone here knows how the Price is Whack works, but for the viewing audience, in case you want to catch up, here we go. So the Price is Whack, I found 8, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 items on the popular e-commerce website ebay.com. You two will have to figure out what the price is of the item given without going over. If both of you go over, the person closest will get the much coveted half a point, which is always not wanted but sometimes needed in a game like this. I will tell you the first item up for auction tonight. Hostess Twinkies full box from before the shutdown, expiration of 6/26/2011.
Wow. It's just a box of Twinkies.
And just to prove, here is the expiration date. So how much from before the shutdown? What kind of shutdown? Who knows?
I think there was a strike that Hostess had, or they went out of business at some point. Like they went bankrupt, and then they had to get bought out by somebody.
Justin, we'll go to you first.
Oh, $10.
$10. Ben May.
I went with the other side of it, $20,000.
Well, you can find Hostess Twinkies full box from before the shutdown, expiration of 6/26/2011. Forget this. $25,000.
Why?
If I knew any of these answers, I would be rich. The next item up for auction, large Hostess flour silo from the original Hostess bakery.
Wow.
I, of course, have a picture of that. We will go with Ben first.
Yeah, I'll stick with this. I'm just going to go with a solid like $1,000 just to keep it simple.
Justin.
Oh, with $35,000.
$35,000 for a silo. Well, you can find a large Hostess flour silo from the original Hostess bakery. Forget this. $1,500. So 5 points to the commish. So we head to the next item. Flower Halo Spirit Shank 3.26 carat VS2/D Emerald Cut Diamond Engagement Ring. So I've of course got a picture. It's a very large diamond ring. Let's go with Justin first.
I'm going with $450K.
$450K. Ben?
I went lower. I went with $30K.
Well, you can find Flower Halo Spirit Shank 3.26 carat VS2/D Emerald Cut Diamond Engagement Ring for, get this, $13,375. Half a point going to Mr. Commissioner. The next item, $18K Horse and Buzz Yellow Gold New York City Double Ring Jay-Z Beyonce. So, I think this is actually pretty cool.
Oh.
Ben, how much do you think this is?
I think it's $5,000.
Justin?
I don't think it is, but I went with $500,000.
Justin has seen the show before. Well, you can find $18K Horse and Buzz Yellow Gold New York City Double Ring Jay-Z Beyonce for $6,995. Another 5 points to the commish.
That makes sense in the context of the diamond ring. Like, if that gold thing was more expensive than the diamonds, I would be confused.
So, the next item, I find it very funny that this even exists. Yankee hat with no brim.
Yeah, you can just see where they cut it. That's good. That's really good.
Then how much do you think this LED costs?
Go with $150.
150. Ben?
$69.
$69. Well, I really want to give it to you, but you can find Yankee hat with no brim for, get this, $69,420.69. The internet
known.
strikes again.
I should have known.
Justin, you will get the 5 points, but Mr. Commissioner, you have won the heart of the internet. This is going on TikTok for sure.
I understood the internet. I understood the assignment.
Well, the next item, new women's Tea Party metallic silver gray slant top wide brim bow fancy hat. So we're in the realms of hat. How much for this weird fucking hat?
It's like one of those derby hats.
True. Make sure to check out our friends, the Brainbuster Boys. Speaking of the Kentucky Derby, they do some really great work. Audio platforms only. See, I'm not that toxic. You will go with Justin first.
I'm going to go with $175.
Ben?
$300.
You can find new women's Tea Party metallic silver gray slant top wide brim bow fancy hat for $395.
Imagine paying $400 for a hat.
But it's new and it's slant.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a no brim.
The next item, OKM EXP 4500 Pro Plus 3D ground scanner for treasure hunters. So how much would you pay for this kind of weird metal detector?
That just looks so fake.
Well, Justin, how much do you think this is?
Oh God, $60.
$60. Ben May.
$25,000.
Well, you can find OKM EXP 4500 Pro Plus 3D ground scanner for treasure hunters. Forget this. $32,700. Next item, and the final item of the Price is Whack. Skee Ball Lightning full-sized alley roller arcade game machine working. So how much for this full-sized skee ball machine? I'll go with Justin first.
I went with $7,500.
$7,500. Ben May.
In honor of the corner holes of skee ball that I could never get properly, I'm going to go with $1,000.
Can you show it up?
Yes.
$1,000? Whoa. Well, you can find Skee Ball Lightning full-size alley roller arcade game machine working for $2,300. As we end round two, the scores being Ben May, 65.5 points. Justin, 30.
I'm just stretching.
So, normally, though, this would be the last round, but because it's a championship game, this is not the last round. So, Justin, you have 3 more rounds to catch up, so don't feel so bad. As we enter the third round, everybody's very much anticipated Movie Mash. In this game, I have created 5 different movie title combinations in which I have smashed their synopsis together to create one perfect movie. You will have to get both of the movies correct, smashed up. Now, because this is a championship game, we love giving out points. It's half points if you get one movie, and it's full points if you get that. But they get harder as they go on. So there's a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, a 5-pointer, a 7-pointer, and a 10-pointer. So you can get a lot of points doing this. You can get 27 points from this round. So let's begin Movie Mash with the first one. Realizing that his only way to defeat the villain and the dark side is to train with a green frog and travel back to 1955 and make his parents fuck. All right, we will go with Justin first.
I went with The Empire Strikes Back to the Future.
Ben?
As did I.
Well, the correct answer, of course, is, let me pull it up, because the championship round, we went out, The Empire Strikes Back to the Future.
Absolutely. You'll love to see it.
That's the 2-pointer. They get significantly harder from here on out.
Okay.
The 3-pointer. A 15-year-old basketball star is slowly turning into a leprechaun after becoming a hitman for many Italian crime families, including Jimmy Hoffa. We'll go with Ben first.
I'm really enjoying this one. It is The Luck of the Irishman.
Justin.
Yes, agreed. It is Luck of the Irishman.
It is, of course, Luck of the Irishman. I told you we went all out. We're really striving up, huh?
Yeah.
The next one. Oh God. I'm sorry, by the way, for this 5-pointer. The town oaf is gearing up for a famous fall holiday, while the whole town hates him, while he pretends his best friend is not really dead and uses strings and pulley systems to keep up the illusion. We'll go with Ben first.
I'm going to be shocked if I got this. I have Hubie Hallow Weekend at Bernie's.
Justin.
It sounds like he got it. I mean, I don't have anything, so.
You don't have anything. Well, would you believe it if it was Hubie Hallow Weekend at Bernie's?
Oh, I forgot you could get. Never mind. I forgot you could get, half or whatever if you get one of the movies. It's unfortunate.
All right. It's all right. Did you know Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have. There's 2 more, though. So, the 7-pointer. 11-year-olds are forced to not go into a bathroom after other students keep almost dying, and they almost have to shut down the school until a group of animals rally together to find the lost new animal that they all hated at first, but now is cool. We will go with Justin first.
Nothing.
Nothing? Ben May.
The only thing I have written down in regards to the second part is the movie Babe, and that's it.
Well, this is, of course, and I'm really proud of this one, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secret Life of Pets. We still have the 10-pointer, which is as follows. Goku and friends are wrongfully imprisoned and go through high school and life trying to escape fellow teachers, bullies, and cellmates along the way, all in real life. We'll go with Ben first.
Not confident about this one. Dragon Ball Super Bad.
Justin.
I also went with Dragon Ball Super Bad.
Interesting.
Hey,
now,
right.
I will give you both half points because this one was, of course, very hard because it was Dragon Ball Evolution Shawshank Redemption. As we end the third round, with the scores being
Goku
Ben
had
May,
to crawl through a pile of shit.
as we end round 3, with the scores being Ben May with 80.5 points and Justin with 40. So we go into round 4 with a new game. So please bear with me as we play Beginning and End. So I got a script because there's no way I'm going to remember this. We all know that television shows change throughout the series, but how much do they change? I have found 3 different television shows with multiple seasons for you. I will read you both descriptions of the pilot and the series finale of these shows. These descriptions have no characters or location names, and I have also omitted words found in the show's title, like main words. You will then write down and tell me what you think the show is. You will get 3 hints, of course, or you'll have the opportunity of the super hint. The hints, the regular hints, are as follows. A random character's name, the season 1 premiere year, and a streaming service that this show can be found on. The super hint will force me to read a random episode description with no name and location substitutions, only being if the show's name is a character. Each of you will be able to use each hint once and use the super hint once as a whole. But be warned, because if you use a regular hint, no use of the super hint for that round can be used, and vice versa. Also, hints will subtract 1 each, and the super hint will subtract 4 points from the total score of that round. Also, I will let you know when I'm at the end of the sentence, because it is a lot to hear at a time when I just say character and location. You are also only allowed 5 repeats, so let me know when I'm at the end of a sentence. Cool?
Sure.
I guess.
Anything
I be a thing?
That was a lot. Like,
right. So what would you like to be cleared up?
I would like you to. Okay, go ahead, Justin.
No, I was just. So you're only allowed 5 total hints.
5 total repeats.
Okay, 5 total repeats.
Uh-huh.
You're only allowed one regular hint per thing, and then only 1 super hint for the whole thing.
For both of you. So you can use.
Wait, what?
So both of you collectively use the super hint.
One.
Yeah. So like if you, Justin, say like I want to use the super hint for that one, then Ben can't use it at all. And then 1 of each. So like you can only use like the season 1 premiere once, and random character name once, and streaming service once throughout the round. Does it make more sense? It's like how Netflixpedia used to be before it was.
Right. Okay.
It makes more sense.
And what else do I need to clear up?
This is just for me one of those things where like you're gonna do a round of it, and then I'm gonna like get it, and then and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Justin, you cool?
Sure.
Ben, you cool? Maybe? Ben, are you cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, cool. I think you froze out on us, but all right.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. The first one, all right? And I'm going to let you know when at the end of a sentence because it's going to be a lot. Character is a member of the Order of Aurelius and a servant of character. He murders a student and stuffs him in a locker. Character arrives in location hoping to have a fresh start free from their responsibilities. End of sentence. Popular yet vapid cheerleader character attempts to befriend other character, but a third character is repulsed by the first character. Dismissive treatment of outcasts at location. Period. We good? All right.
So now we're going to guess the show?
And then I'm going to give you the series finale, too.
Okay.
The series finale. Character talks to second character about the future. The first character and the insert group devise a plan to launch an all-out assault against another group of characters. End of sentence.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, I get it. Now we're going to guess the show. Assuming we want to use hints. And if we want to use hints, we can use hints. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I am ready when Justin is ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Justin, what show do you think this is?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer? That's what I think.
Ben?
Ooh, that Justin might have it. I went with Heroes.
It is, in fact, based off of a movie and or television show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Shoot. Okay. Okay.
So 10 points to Justin. Let's go. The second one. The gang all hang out in characters' location and smoke weed every once in a while. Period. And that's the pilot. I'll give you the finale. The finale. It's New Year's Eve. Character is having second thoughts about selling the house and moving to location, even though second character thinks she is happy they are moving.
So these are all shows that have had an ending.
Yes.
So these aren't shows that are still on the air.
These are shows that are over.
Okay. Would you be able to read the finale again?
Sure. It's New Year's Eve. Character is having second thoughts about selling the house and moving to location, even though character thinks she is happy they are moving.
Okay.
We'll go with Justin first.
I'm assuming the pilot is just going to take me for this one, so I went with That 70s Show.
Ben?
Yeah, me and Justin are in agreement. I went with That 70s Show.
Would you imagine if all three of us are in agreement? Because it is That 70s Show. My favorite show as a child, like a literal 6-year-old child, loved this show.
I was like 9 or 10, and this was my favorite thing ever.
And the final show. This is the pilot. A mobster passes out at a family barbecue and seeks therapy to understand why. And here is the finale. Character seeks to negotiate a truce with the character family while at the same time handling his family.
All right, got it.
Justin.
I'm going with The Sopranos. Sorry, Sopranos.
MA.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagool. It's The Sopranos.
It is The Sopranos. Nice.
Sorry I didn't use any hints.
Okay. As we end the fourth round, the scores being Ben May with 100.5 points, Justin with 70. As we enter the fifth and final round, I think everybody was waiting for this to make a comeback. It is Triv and Let Die. So, in the game, which we have not played for quite a while, and when I say quite a while, I mean maybe the second game of this tournament, I have found 3 categories, all random and different. You two will have to will have to say the things that are in that category. If you say an incorrect thing or repeat a thing already said, you will be X'd out. So there is no if you do well enough. It is 10 points or 0 points. So let's make it a game. With the first one, this one is a little tricky. World Series champions, reverse chronological. So the latest World Series champions would be the first one, followed by the previous team. All right, because it's second place, we will start with Justin first. I'm not going to zoom in. I'm just going to... So, Justin, who is the latest World Series champion?
This is going to be embarrassing if I get it wrong because I'm a big baseball fan, but I believe it's the LA Dodgers.
Correct. Okay. Ben May.
2019 was the Washington Nationals.
Correct. Justin.
2018 was the Boston Red Sox.
Correct. Ben May.
2017, had to remember what years were, was the Houston Astros.
Correct. Justin.
2016 was, I believe, again, the LA Dodgers.
2016? Sorry, that is incorrect. Ben May, 2016.
One of my favorite World Series to watch. Coming back 3-1. My personal favorite team, the Chicago Cubs.
It is, in fact, the Chicago Cubs breaking their streak. So 10 points.
Wild Game 7.
I'll give you guys a little bit more time for the next category. Presidential election losers. These are people who who lost the presidential election of a given year of a main party. So I will not count, for instance, Joe Jorgensen.
Okay.
I'm talking about the two-party system, the person who did not win. All right, let's go with Justin first.
I'm going with Al Gore.
Al Gore did lose in 2000, though many people say that he technically won. Ben May.
In similar fashion to lost, but people think he won, let's go with Donald Trump.
That is true. in another realm of sphere, Donald Trump did lose a presidential election. Hot take, I guess.
Not my hot take. Other people's hot takes.
Justin.
Let's go with Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Another. People think that she did not lose. Ben May.
Let's go with Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney in 2012 did lose. Former governor of Massachusetts, current senator of Utah. Justin.
I'm going to go with John McCain.
John McCain did, in fact, lose a presidential election.
Let's go with John Kerry.
John Kerry did, in fact, lose to George W. Bush. Justin.
Let's go with Lyndon Baines Johnson. Not when he was president, but a separate time.
I will look.
I think before when he was actually president.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Ben.
Let's go with Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, let me see. True. Jimmy Carter did indeed. I believe, Justin, what you were looking for was Richard Nixon before he was president.
I believe so. I had him written down as well, but for some reason I was pretty sure that LBJ was as well. But
And the final one, maybe Justin, you'll have it's a new way of doing Trip or Let Die that we haven't thought about doing. Top 50 longest running Broadway shows. So anywhere in the top 50. You just can't repeat it or say a wrong answer, but anywhere in the top 50 is A-OK in my book. All right, we're going to go with Justin first.
I'm going to go with Chicago.
Chicago is a correct answer. Ben?
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. You guys got 1 and 2 right off the bat. Justin?
I believe this is number 3, Les Mis.
It is not, but it's on the list, so good for you. Ben May?
The Lion King.
The Lion King is number 3. Justin?
Let's go with Cats.
Cats, number 4 on the list. Ben May?
Wicked.
Wicked, number 5 on the list. Justin?
Let's go with Chorus Line.
Chorus Line, number 7 on the list. Ben May?
Let's go with Grease.
Grease, number 16 on the list. Justin?
West Side Story.
It's not on the list. Ben May?
West Side Story is not on the list?
It is not.
Okay. Rent.
It's number 11 on the list. As we enter our final scores. In second place, with a very respectable 70 points, and you shouldn't be sad about it at all, is Justin. And your winner, moving on to the finals, it is Mr. Ben May.
Micah, you brought me into this world, and I've dominated it. Now, I'm going to take you out of it. The coalition is all mine to handle. Don't you worry about a thing.
I ain't worried about nothing, man. I haven't lost in a good, solid year. So, Well, everybody, thank you for enjoying the Devoid Summer Invitational. We'll catch you next time where this bad boy is on the line against Ben May. Until next time, I've been me, you've been you, and we'll see you later.